ensuring victory.
Great stuff, dearie, giving back Kronos and then Typhon the old one too. You make this stuff look proper easy now. Mayhaps I should give it a go myself one of these nights.
Last time you made a real difference here, you know. I shouldn't be surprised, and yet a single goddess doing so much work? You're quite the inspiration, love. And terrifying, too.
I like to talk sometimes, but I like going quickly always, so how about we keep these little conversations nice and brief from here, for the most part.
We, the Olympians, appointed by the fates themselves to rule this world, are prophesized to just back off a bit? Take more of a light touch? And so we shall. No questioning those three. Although I doubt mortals shall like the change.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
Here in the sky, I am immune to earthly troubles, such as having to share living space with the goddess of retribution. Nemesis never treated me as a sister. She inherited only her mother's strength.
Oh, it's only me. Mayhap expecting someone else? Or just as likely not expecting anybody in particular? Because a blessing is a blessing, ain't that right?
That time already. Living here, it has its ups and downs. Lately, for instance, I don't get a lot of peace, though I sleep like a rock. I don't know, maybe I ought to move.
I wholeheartedly support that choice. Aren't you more accustomed to island living anyhow? This city life, even on the outskirts here, the pace is far too quick.
I know what you want me to do. Although I miss the island life now that you bring it up. Still got unwanted company sometimes, but not so much as now.
All of this seawater must feel very disconcerting, little miss. For me, though, it feels rather much like home. Even the depths of Oceanus bring a sense of comfort more than fear.
I'm getting used to it. My path into the underworld requires me to skirt the edge of Oceanus. The water's beautiful, though I could do without the sea monsters, particularly Scylla and her siren friends. Perhaps you know of them?
Oh, yes, I do indeed. I grew up underneath the sea, and Scylla I remember from my youth. Always yelping about this or that. It's deafening. Perchance why I prefer the silence now.
Your arm never got better, did it? I'm really sorry. I should never have put you on the spot.
Not your fault. I had grown very confident in my abilities. Headmistress always said there was no way to make Shades whole again, but I thought otherwise. Overextended. Learned a lesson I'm not going to forget.
I felt so bad. I couldn't look at anybody in the Crossroads anymore. Thought I'd never see you again. It'd be for the best. I had a lot I needed to sort out.
And how did it go? You learned to fly at least. Top of your list of fears. Conquered. With your father's wings, no less.
These wings are mine, Millie. And that was all part of it. I had to learn to do things for myself, like you did. And for what it's worth, I think your arm looks amazing. Now, here.
You.
You know that wispy shade kid? What's his name? Icarus. I've seen him stealing glances, flying around, copying me. Where'd he get the wings?
Icarus assuredly is not copying you. This may come as a shock, but there are those attempting to be useful currently, rather than interfering with our plans.
You think he's attempting to be useful? Come on, he's just a little freak. Maybe he's into harpies and is trying to get in with them. But then again, who cares?
All of you, cheers! Back for more. Been hearing wild tales from outside. Can you back any of it up, baby? Something about the dawning of another age?
A recent prophecy from the Three Fates. They have foreseen a distant time when mortals won't be as beholden to the gods. Perhaps that shall be cause for a real feast.
You're thinking maybe all the other gods will end up feasting here. Then we'll have better things to do than pushing mortal kind around, and it'll be a prophecy fulfilled.
In olden days, I never took strapping young Zeus here for the marrying type and was none too pleased when he picked my poor sister Hera for the job. But you've been a right good husband to her, haven't you, Zeus?
I sometimes pity you, Hestia, for never having known the joys of matrimony for yourself. Challenges arise in any such relationship, but together with your beloved partner, you find a way. All you must do is compromise and cooperate.
Here's our prey.
So you truly saw all this coming? The three fates and their prophecy of a new age? Why have you fought so hard to stop me then? What if you had prevailed?
I knew my efforts to prevent you all would be for naught, but I was compelled to make those efforts anyhow. To put it simply, I could see no other way.
We might have fought on the same side. Surely that would have sooner led to your result than sending Itos after me.
A reasonable theory, but it never would have gone the way you expect. This was never about mortal kind for you.
You're right, it wasn't. I had my own problems to contend with before attempting to rid mortal kind of theirs.
Yet now you have done both. Fear not. The dead may worship you, but the living couldn't care less. Though still we did what needed to be done.
You shall reveal the mysteries of Casenth.
I learned what happened to the Fates, Lord Moros. Or rather, how Kronos discovered where they were. It was Chaos who led Kronos to them. Chaos, of course, seems to regret this now, and I don't think had any ill intent.
Oh, that is a lot of information to take in. It does make some amount of sense. Kronos having free reign in your father's house, eventually found his way to Chaos, then coaxed this vital information out of them. Then he ambushed the Fates as part of his plans for conquest.
You're taking all this better than I would have. Come to think of it, I've never seen you angry.
You're seeing me right now. It's just, my anger changes nothing, typically. So Chaos now is working to undo some of the damage caused. Kronos removed one thread in the Fates, but created another. Perhaps an unwise trade.
Making a mockery of Chaos seems unwise to me.
Together we shine.
The Book of Shadows. I wasn't always certain who the author was. I suspected it was you, the way it sometimes anticipated my own thoughts before they were fully formed.
You weren't entirely correct, though we're onto something as to why the author understood your thoughts so well. It's quite an old book. Do take care of it for me.
I swear I will.
Goddess?
How did you manage it, Odysseus? Back when you had the outcome of a full-scale war riding on you, then a treacherous sea journey, all with only one life to live. Or so then you thought.
For certain, the one life to live bit instilled in me the will to survive. Most mortals cling to life, but I was better than most at rejecting my doubts. And when my plans all fell apart, I improvised.
Your plans fell apart. How did you avoid becoming distraught? Keep all your doubts at bay in the face of failure?
It's that I always relished finding a way out, no matter what I'd gotten myself into. Treating my predicaments as mazes to be navigated, puzzles to be solved.
But at times there are impasses, outcomes that simply cannot be achieved.
Nay, Goddess. Not if you ask me.
Oh?
Icarus, when did you realize your father wasn't who you thought? Sounds like you grew up always wanting to live up to his idea of you, though at some point you stopped.
Well, it was probably when I found him after I'd died. He looked so disappointed. I genuinely thought he was upset I'd broke his precious wings. Kept working for him, though.
I see. Headmistress, she was like a mother to me, but she always went out of her way to tell me she was not. I never really understood why.
You love her, I know that. And she put you through a lot, I know that too. If somebody is such a big part of your life for long enough, eventually it gets a bit complicated, eh?
Well, I suppose.
You've got my everlasting ember, haven't you? Could faintly see its flicker even here. Your way of signaling to your great Auntie Hestia and all the rest that you are hankering for boons with just a little bit of spice.
At least you made the whole time on to life more difficult last night, my niece. He almost crushed you like a shellfish, didn't he? But you created just enough annoyance that we pushed him back after you ran away, or whatever you did.
Okay, thought I'd stop by, drop off a little something for you here.
The great blessings of the gods shall all be yours.
Olympus has no sense of my true strength, or yours. But it is just as well. We are most powerful when we remain obscure, when we are underestimated. Would you not agree?
Human beings often speak of family, but I do not entirely understand what they mean. All beings have a common origin. They are not considered family. Kronos, for example, is he family or not? I shall not ask you to respond.
How fares great Hecate amidst such inauspicious nights? Scarce has she had occasion lately to illuminate this place.
Headmistress seems well enough. I've not once seen hardship ever get to her. But then, perhaps she wears that veil of hers so as to never show even a trace of doubt.
We all wear veils, don't we, sorcerers? Great Hecate, she merely puts aside all pretenses about it. Well, good to know that she is still herself, and I remain her humble servant here.
A new age is to dawn soon enough, is that it? That much the three fates can guarantee, but otherwise we can do as we please. Well, fine. If mortals think they can get on without our intervention, I should like to see them try.
A light such as this with soul illumination can be found is from Selene on her shining chariot aloft. You have a light about you, my kin. A hidden power as well, yes?
When all of this is over, I am liable to keep on wandering about, I think. See how the mortals of the world are faring. Can't do that as easily from on high. Olympus can be nice to visit, but I never wanted to live here myself.
Discovered by now all my many boons. I'm always thinking about more, of course. Used to have lots of different ones, if you must know. But times have changed, and Brother Zeus says we must concentrate.
Somebody called for premium express delivery, hey, Em? This is the best I've got, and it'll take you far and fast. You have my guarantee.
Somebody's there. Funny. Running into you again and again like this. It's made for some of the best sleep I've got in years.
Is that so? Well, it would be even easier for me to knock you out cold if you didn't fight back.
The fight's what does the trick. I don't give it my all. I don't get that deep, relaxing slumber afterwards. Or the opportunity to get a hearty meal.
The sea took these ships' crews once before, and it's about to take them back. Come on, then.
Not always big on family business, though I take exception for my little sis. She, of all goddesses, has to put up with the most around here. And that's not even counting all this Kronos stuff. How do you manage it all, Queen?
I manage it one evening at a time is how, sister. Perhaps we shall have to burn the old world down and start anew. But I can think of none more suited should the need arise.
Same thing I would have done.
Gave up the boon of Hestia, did you? Well then, how about a quick reminder of the proper way to make a sacrifice?
Let's all just take a breath.
That there is what I call the first degree, like letting you off with a little warning.
You're here. So what's it like having been forcibly dragged back to hell this many times? At least you know where you truly belong.
You and me both, babe. You're the one who's not supposed to be up here. As for getting dragged back down, it's no big deal. I can just fly on back.
But as soon as your strength falters, the spirits of the dead shall take hold of you again. Many of them probably seek vengeance for something you did.
Well, then they can have a piece of me and feel all better about themselves. After all, I've got so much to give.
I mean, really, what's the fear from Titans? Are they gonna rip me up limb from limb? Well, I can't die, man. I'll just put myself together and then have another drink. Look, everyone! Hey, little kitten, meow. And hey to you, Mel, baby. So how about an introduction to your feline companion, yeah?
Oh, this is Tula, and we keep each other safe. And fear not, for I'll be watching her closely, lest she help herself to all the nourishment about.
No need for that. We've plenty here to go around, even with lots of different appetites. We're all just a bunch of animals here, so yours are more than welcome to join the pack.
I hate flying through snow. Not being a stormy on this mountain anymore. But is your family really going to tolerate all these satyrs and things continuing to desecrate their home? Seems unlike them.
They're leading me to Typhon Icarus, some scattered remnant of him beyond time. We're working with Grandfather on a cleanup effort, you could say.
Grandfather? You mean bloody Kronos? And you're saying Typhon still exists? What happened to him being gone? I mean, I've seen no sign of him. This must be one of those things that's beyond mortal understanding, eh?
I don't yet entirely understand it either. There's a lot we don't know about time and how it works, though we're learning, slowly.
Don't see what's so complicated about it. Time drags on when things are bad, goes too quick when things are good, though I'm still learning how to deal with that myself.
What of your companion Heracles? I suppose he's been in on your scheme this entire time as well, appearing to defy the gods while serving them anyway.
You'll have no more success getting such answers out of me than out of him. You've seen the man. He has his reasons.
Hence your affiliation. You must have bonded over your disdain for this mountain and all it stands for. Was he the one who liberated you?
No answers out of me, I said. Not when it comes to him. But at least you now know there are offshoots of your family made of stronger stuff.
Hail, Lord Moros. How have you been acclimating so far? Is there something we can do to make your stay more comfortable?
No, Princess. I'm well and acclimating, as you say. I've never been to such a place as this, and making every effort not to be a nuisance here.
You're welcome here and safe.
Our wards are holding fast. Hermes informed me that Prometheus redoubled his attacks upon Olympus after he fended you aside. Have I not trained you how to withstand flames?
If only all he had was flames, but no, he has a vicious eagle pet and more. What of Olympus? What has he done?
He's kept the gods on their back foot, never fully committing his forces, avoiding fights he cannot win. Frustrating adversary, even if he shall not prevail.
Why not?
He's but one titan against a dozen or more gods.
A moment, goddess. You asked before about how I managed it. The pressure to always prevail through what, in retrospect, were many terribly exciting scenarios, all whilst bearing the burden of so many others' expectations and my own.
You said you always believed there was a solution, a positive outcome that could be discovered and achieved. I've been thinking about that.
Good. But it occurred to me there's something else. Love drove me on, goddess. The great war that earned me my place in Elysium. I wanted desperately not to go. To stay home with my wife and newborn son.
You were left with no choice but to fight. So you held to hope that someday you'd see your family again.
Sound familiar, does it?
Your Grace? Tall fellow over there by that big tapestry type thing. Isn't that Doom? He seems friendlier than I imagined, judging by the way the two of you are getting on.
Lord Moros is our guest, and that tapestry beside him holds the will of the three fates. Would you like to meet him?
Oh, no, we've met before. Oh, I don't think he'd remember me. It's for the best. I just didn't expect to see him again, let alone here. I'm glad he's all right.
He is. I enjoyed our prior outing at the Springs, and thought you might be open to another sometime soon. Perhaps even right now.
Oh, well, these wings, they need further maintenance, but what am I even saying? They can definitely wait. Let's go.
Perfect.
Oh?
You're quiet, Icarus. What's on your mind? Besides the further maintenance of the magnificent wings you've built.
It's just... most of my evenings are substantially less pleasant. I want to make this last. As well as fix the bloody wings. If they were so magnificent, they wouldn't break.
I think magnificent things are often fragile things. Though they seem sturdier than you let on. You had to solve the problems that caused the famous wings of Daedalus to fail.
That failure was mine. The wings my father made were built with feathers and wax, which was all he had to work with at the time. The wax had to stay cool, but I flew off into the blazing sun. Probably should have gone out at night in retrospect.
Perhaps you didn't have the luxury of choice, since you were captives then. So what happened? The wings melted on you.
Well, yes. Using them was such a thrill that I pushed them too hard. So I fell. These new ones use a fiber like the bones of a bird, so they don't split as easily. Though, let's not talk about the past, all right? I much prefer the present.
I do too.
They tell the dead to rest in peace, but I've not had a break like that in far too long. Cheers, eh?
Cheers. Trial set.
I've made some adjustments to reality.
Prometheus supposedly can see what's coming up, but I just can't believe he saw all this. Suppose I should be madder at him, but at least it seems like he's been looking out for mortals still.
Excellent.
Sisters and I and your father and his brothers first slew Kronos long ago. It was an ugly victory, but ushered in an age in which Olympus ruled. Now it seems another age is nigh, and I have yet to see a perfect one.
This is for you. Let us begin another cycle, little star. Each has its unexpected qualities, but in the greater pattern lies a certain pleasure, does it not? Then wield my light with grace.
In the name of Hades. I grow strong.
Don't think too much about this now. Just snap one up and go.
Those shadows. possibly refuse. Whispers. Superior might. Olympus, I accept this message. Me. Olympus, I accept this message. Here's the gold.
Breathe.
You've had those flames for quite a while, haven't you, Hecate? Are they from your place of origin?
They lighted my way in my youth, and even still. Care for your possessions, and they may last you a good while.
I always wondered why none of the aspects of the nocturnal arms I'd discovered were yours.
Try not to dwell on it too much, lest it scatter your mind to no end. But yes, these flames and I do not truly belong. And for that very reason, I suspect the Fates figured me out. Now the crossed Selene, smite you. Return to shadow now.
I can use this. And check. I'm ready. Return to Shadow now.
I've observed all that I wish for now.
You know I can't accept this now. Not after everything that's happened between us. Let's just move on with our lives.
Huh? And what exactly happened between us, would you say, if you had to summarize? You're just mocking me as usual, aren't you?
Just have a good life.
How about a visit to the springs again, Moros? I'm not in any hurry at the moment, if you're not either.
I'd like that very much. It's very peaceful there. Almost like when we meet during the moment you return.
Just right.
The perfect warmth.
I think it's possible the fates arranged all this, between the two of us. And I mean all of it. Has that occurred to you?
Perhaps a little, but it's something I refuse to believe. Why would the fates have promised me to another if they wanted me to be with you? That makes very little sense.
I know, it's just sometimes to get someone to do something, it's best to compel them to do some opposite thing they don't want to do. They'll do what you truly want in defiance. A simple bit of psychic manipulation.
But I always was obedient. They had no reason to think I'd defy them. Now I just can't accept we were tricked into this somehow. We may not have met by chance, but still, my sisters had more important things to do.
I suppose it doesn't really matter. But if they did determine you and I should meet, I'm grateful. They could have chosen someone far less suitable.
They certainly have their way, and I have never felt more grateful to them. Or to you.
Well, thank the fates.
Whew. I think I'm ready for whatever else the fates may have in store. See you, Malinoi.
See you, Moros.
You've met our mother's champion called Heracles, famed amongst mortals for his rugged skin. His club has claimed perhaps more lives than you, though he had a head start.
Special delivery for the Princess of the Underworld.
Most all of us have a taste for violence, girl. But my son Ares takes it to a quite uncomfortable extreme. He may be useful in such times, but we mustn't let him get too excited.
I detested Kronos even in my youth. Almost as much as my own Titan father. We took our vengeance, though, on Kronos, Hyperion, and the rest. But I was a fool to think we'd never see any of them again.
Everybody here is going off about the fates deciding to show up unceremonious, to which I say, so what? Nobody knows what they're doing, them least of all. Ah, mayhap I'm just jealous they'll be taking time off work.
I bid you shine for me again tonight.
Your headmistress and I have worked together ever since Mother Nyx asked we watch over our domains, while she kept watch over the underworld. Two titanesses bound by night.
How great.
How is it you detain me every time, yet the mighty Heracles can rampage through the city all he likes and never has to deal with you? Or so he says.
It's called the double standard, little sheep. Don't need my eye to know he's way bigger than you. You can knock me out for a nice short nap. He can knock me into next week. No thanks.
Like magic. One thing I'll say for this place, it's way easier to fish here than at the Crossroads. I almost feel sorry for you, having to use a rod like some kind of starving mortal.
I thought you didn't care for fishing. If now you do, you ought to have more respect for the traditional technique.
Well, then I guess that means I don't. But I was just about to shoot that fish swimming around right near the shore when you showed up. Now you get to be first.
Across the seas, there's quite an island over there. Good people, too. You ever been to other parts of water? Hey! Sure you don't want to join us for a soak in the spring? It's cold out, yeah, but not in there. Thought of Hephaestus popping in just the right amount of heat.
We have a spring like this where I reside. It's very comfortable. Except I really shouldn't bathe right now. For a variety of reasons.
And yet you keep on showing up. Come on, Mel, baby, you want in. No need to be shy. We're friends here, all of us. Some more than friends, even. All in due time, I guess.
So many battles have been fought, and many yet remain. But we goddesses are tireless. You can count on me for as long as you choose to press on.
Choose to press on. At times I feel obligated, Lady Athena. The possibilities of Typhon and Kronos. Who shall stop them, if not us?
A proper strategy requires taking every reasonable precaution, but can also be adapted should the need arise. Let us account for as many possibilities as we see fit, but never to the detriment of other matters of concern.
Predictably enough. Look at us, Agent of Change. The demons your companion Dora inadvertently set free, every ill that could befall mortal kind. Most all of them yet plague the gods as well.
Existence has its hardships. I'm very familiar with many of these demons, and they are nuisances. But their power has its limits, and they can be driven back.
Perhaps. But mortals tend to have a harder time of it than you, don't you see? So long as they suffer, so shall we all.
Regained your strength, I see. This all has come to be a comfortable routine. Each night you return refreshed, tireless. But I, at least, ought to take a bit of rest.
I think we have things under control lately, so please do. Will you be going anywhere?
Not yet, but I may be less talkative, as is my tendency.
Be well, Hecate.
And you.
So then, were you ever certain you had finally met your doom? Or did you truly think there was always a plan of escape to be discovered, no matter how dire the circumstance?
Well, to be quite frank with you, Moros, may we be informal thus? I had the hardest time untangling myself not from near-fatal situations, but the arms of certain goddesses. My greatest weakness, looking back.
Ah, indeed. But how was this a weakness? As I understand, your wife Penelope stood by your side. I trust I do not overstep. I know this can be a sensitive topic with those from the surface.
Penelope stood by my side, having spent her best years awaiting a man who was not always in a hurry to return. After we each lived out our days, we reunited in the underworld, but we needed a break.
I see. After everything you'd been through, did your relationship end in an amicable way at least?
It didn't end so much as changed, but I
will not fail.
Hey, one of the tapes is from Artemis.
The scheme that Kronos has devised to keep us all occupied. Even Prometheus remains a nuisance as before. Inform us right away if you suspect any deceit.
Yes. How much has changed with time? It's not as often that I see familiar faces such as yours, or hateful ones. So many fail to understand our ways.
You've always seemed to have ways of making them understand, Lady Medea. Though, do you find you miss living among mortals?
Locating live subjects for my research used to be easier, but that exception notwithstanding, no. A few true friends are better than 1,000 friendly, feigning strangers.
If Prometheus truly had the foresight that everything would happen as it did, why bar your path and fight so fiercely, only to be defeated again and again? Unless the dawning of a new age wouldn't come about in any other way.
If Prometheus isn't more careful, he might burn right up from all his smoldering. He keeps saying how he doesn't care for any of us goddesses or gods, but I think he's just playing hard to get.
You like our fortress at this mountain's peak? It once stood proud and alabaster white before sinister Typhon corrupted it with all his crime and brood. But it's a sturdy structure and held fast so far.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
The sea god's strength already flows through you. Poseidon holds that he alone controls the tides. For this, I cannot blame him. He does not know or understand my influence.
You again. I try to watch my diet. 3 square meals, that's it. No snacks. You're making it real difficult for me.
Where I am from, we fast under the waxing moon and grow nutritious plants and funguses. I could bring you some next time if you would like.
I can't just save you for later. You try to run. They always do. Oh, I know. I'll just start with the legs.
No, you won't. How many ships have fallen in that maw?
My niece, you're all to know that Elder Goddess Demeter and I, we may jeer and jest at one another, but it's never out of spite. Isn't that right, dear foster sister?
Oh, Poseidon, you needn't lie to young Malinois like that. It sends a terrible impression, and may make her hold you in as much contempt as do I. But let's cooperate for now. Why not?
Hello? You have an animal familiar there, Puppet. How marvelous to see a beast and you thus bound, each in kind, a source of safety and support. A cyclic pattern, as so many tend to be.
Madam Circe, this is Phrynos, my dear friend in whom I always can confide. In all your knowledge of familiars, is there something you most wish that you'd known early on?
Oh, veritably yes. Although you mustn't try to skip through the experience of discovery along the journey you were on. But perchance there is something I might convey.
What happened to you, Mary? You're so small. Not that you're usually big. I mean, you've always been just right, but normally you're... Just forget I spoke.
It's all right, Icarus. You must be noticing the work of Circe the Enchantress, who provided one of her protective blessings for the night. Is the effect really that noticeable?
No, it really isn't. I just tend to notice the little things. I mean, I notice details. Of all sizes. Anyway, I like it. Not that that matters. Here, let me get you on your way.
Trouble. You think just because you've been cozying up to me at the Crossroads that I'm gonna let up on you here? Well, you're wrong, babe. I know what you're trying to do.
You know what I'm trying to do because I've plainly and repeatedly explained to myself. And yet you still pretend as though there's something much more complicated going on.
Oh, and now you're trying to guilt trip me to top it off. Well, I don't need to take that kind of guff from you. Nobody pushes me around, get it?
All right, come on now. I don't even want to know what's happening out there. What's really happening is here. You made it. Hey, you look, did you shrink down or something? Or did I grow bigger all of a sudden? Or my head?
Oh, right. A reminder about my temporarily reduced stature. It's due to a bit of magic from my companion, the Enchantress Circe. So the effect is rather noticeable, then?
I mean, yeah. Circe, huh? I know that name. Sounds like she knows a trick or two. Maybe she'll get an invite to the next one of these.
There's some strange spell at work on you, for you seem different than before. Have you shrunk down, cousin? Whether a blessing or a curse, I can't immediately say.
It's a blessing, or at least I think it is. The craft of Madame Circe the Enchantress, whom I encountered on my voyage here.
Oh, her I do recall. She once created quite the predicament for a mortal seafarer whom I intended to protect. No one I think you'd know. I'd watch myself with her.
I bet you're fine.
Hi.
Hypnos recently returned to us. You've no idea how grateful he was to be back. Practically jumped right into my arms, although that might have been from abject fear.
I'm uncertain whether he realized the House of Hades was out of commission for most of the time he was asleep. He left before I could explain. Is he always so,
Whatever you're about to say, yes. He loves when I return to the house in failure and keeps track of all my deaths. So if you'd like to do him another favor, here's your shot. Oh, would you look at the time? Let's do this again.
A brief word. When my master lets you cross a boundary beyond this realm to face the monster Typhon as before, the outcome of that I cannot foresee. How did the last one go?
Perhaps I'll leave it to your imagination. It must be novel for you not to know the outcome of such incidents.
Oh, that it is. Well, then don't tell me if you like. I'm far more interested in the end result than in the many steps which will be taken on the way.
You haven't often looked upon the fated list of late. For many nights I would anticipate your safe return, then watch as you fulfilled one prophecy after another. Now you brush right by it to come speak with me.
Lord Moros, at the risk of profoundly disrespecting your sisters, I find you wholly more interesting than a bunch of minor prophecies. Well, most of them. I also don't have many left at the moment.
You have done very well. Or rather, you have done what would inevitably come to pass. Although I choose to think that this result required much intention on your part.
What happens if I have no further prophecies I can fulfill?
Perhaps then there shall be another prophecy for me, to pass the fated list along to someone else.
You'd have to leave.
I do not know.
Good morrow.
I must admit, on some occasion all the tales you told about the sea monster Charybdis felt almost beyond belief. Now having faced the blasted thing, I feel you sold it short.
What, faced Charybdis? Ah, goddess, I'd heard reports about some sort of whirlpool within Poseidon's rift, and now my fears confirmed. At least she didn't swallow you outright.
Any practical advice on how to deal with her?
Avoid her at all costs?
Hello. Pleased to see you well again, Your Grace. Don't know about you, but last night was hard fought for me. Those Kronos warship crews don't seem to tire out.
Icarus, I thought I told you I'm not your grace. I may be the princess of the underworld by birth, but here I serve the unseen, the same as you.
I know, it's just I don't want any special treatment here. Other shades all seem to be polite with you. And I like calling you Your Grace, as long as you don't mind.
Just not too often, then.
Yes.
Oh, I'm still worked up after last night. When did you get so strong? I don't stand a chance against you anymore. Hey, wanna go someplace with me? Blow off some steam?
I'm not entirely certain I do. At the taverna, at least, there are plenty of witnesses in case you try anything untoward.
Come on, what are you afraid of? Not like you can't take me in a fight. Anyway, it's not too far, I swear.
Well, all right. Wait, this is it? You weren't jesting when you said it wasn't far. What's so special about this spot?
I like it here is all. No frogs croaking, no shades wandering around. No one to catch us if we fool around a little bit.
By fool around a little bit, you mean... Oh, right. Eris, look. I'm not prepared for any serious commitment here.
Babe, I've never made a serious commitment in my life. I just like to have a little fun from time to time after a hard night trying to shoot you to pieces. What do you say?
While I should probably regret a great many things about our relationship, the truth is, I never have. And besides, I like to learn from my mistakes.
Then come here.
Hey. Well, I think I learned a lot this evening, all in all. Though I should probably get back. If anybody asks, we were at the fishing pier.
We are at the fishing pier, babe. And what does it even matter if anybody asks? Who cares? We were just having a good time. That's not forbidden here, is it?
It isn't, no. So I suppose you now go back to trying to shoot me to pieces night after night like nothing happened?
You got it. What, did you really think I was gonna fall so hard that I give up on everything that makes me me? Please. No serious commitments, remember?
I do. And I don't mean to think like mortals here, it's just... I don't understand you sometimes, Eris. To be so carefree.
I'll let you in on a little secret, babe. We like what we don't understand or can't have. Anyway, that's always my excuse. See you around.
Whew. No, I call upon the moon and draw you down.
Another evening filled with possibility. I ride from dawn and cannot stay for long. I see your own night's journey has begun, so let us shine together, now and always.
No more ambrosia, please, my friend. I'm running out of room, and you have given little old me more than enough.
Of course, but Perhaps the two of us could share some at some point. Even now, since you are running out of room.
Oh, well, if you're not too busy, I would truly welcome that. Care to pop the bottle? The cap's a little tight for me. You've been so gracious with your time and with your love. Most mortals hate spiders. Can't imagine most of you goddesses or gods feel any different.
It's commonplace to fear what we don't understand. I'm a witch, we get that a lot. Perhaps that's why I felt connected to you from the start.
You felt connected to me because you stepped on me, my friend. Good thing you heard me screaming my head off. That was not the greatest way to meet.
Perhaps not, but I'd say it worked out. And I've not stepped on you ever again, have I?
Well, no, you haven't, I suppose. Say, this ambrosia, it is really something else. And a little goes a long way.
Right. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's always best with those you care about, and this is clearly a good batch.
You really do care about me, huh? For the longest time, I just wouldn't let myself believe it. But now you know I'm never turning back. And you're still you.
I wouldn't know who else to be. What about you? If you could be anything or anybody else, what would you choose?
Why, well, I'd choose to be the greatest weaver that the world has ever known, is what. I'm choosing that right now.
And I'm honored to be in that weaver's presence.
That was truly wonderful, my friend. Thank you so much for being here with me. For everything.
Of course. You're my friend too.
I've been wondering what else the Fates had to say to you. To think that all those different strands they weave affect our lives.
My impression was they're going into a sort of retirement, leaving us to make our own decisions. I don't know if it'll feel any different than before, though.
I highly doubt it will. The kinds of choices that I've made. I don't know that anybody could have made them for me. Not even those three.
Something about this night gives me the proper chills, hot stuff. It's like the darkness is so thick it suffocates. And problem is, you can't have fire without air. Careful, all right?
How has my daughter Eris been? I regret that Hecate had to contend with her whilst I was unavailable. I did not think that strife would choose to stay in any given place.
Oh, strife. Well, Eris has been difficult now and again. Despite our differences, we have an understanding. She's exciting to be around, if nothing else.
That is more than I can say. Yet I have learned from her.
As have I.
I understand entering gateways to my domain is not a pleasant sensation, and my mark by its nature yields mixed results. Thus I ask myself why you often venture here. Perhaps you merely wish to look upon me thus.
There you are. The fear in the air. It is almost palpable tonight. You have made many vows this eve. Feeling so very bold, or merely curious to see what shall transpire?
A little of each, headmistress. Perhaps I made a terrible mistake. It's fortunate the vows contained within the oath can be undone, unlike most vows.
All vows can be undone. But yes, the oath is oddly forgiving in this way. Its vows never strictly binding. Perhaps so that each evening may be interestingly different from the last.
Perhaps only the moon herself can see this exceptionally hidden grove bordering Erebus, wherein practitioners of ancient sorcery may hone their craft to the fullest.
I'm seeing it just fine.
Man, you are so... Oh, know what I mean? Hey.
I know you said that you're not interested in nectar anymore, but I did want to give you this. To our continued friendship, and for all you've done for me these many nights.
This is ambrosia, whoa. This stuff is for the gods, not river spirits, no matter how uncommonly attractive they may be. What's the catch?
The only catch is that you have to stop misreading my intentions whenever I occasionally give you things. Far less often than you give me things, I might add.
Well, I don't know. But having given it some extra thought, I will accept. But just this once, okay? Maybe I'll share this with me. Don't know how to thank you for the water cleaning thing. So crisp and clear. I can see every perfect feature on this face. You've got a real future in water sanitation.
Perhaps the improved image quality will help you start to notice details other than yourself. The effect of the purification should last longer if you do.
What I'm trying to say is, I've decided to give you the greatest gift of all that I've received. So here's something from my private reserve.
Oh, thank you.
Kind regards.
Thank you.
Hard-working Hephaestus offered you his services, has he? We need him cranking away at our armories here. Though I suppose assisting you directly does advance our cause. No lack of interest in his handiwork of late.
Your father was sullen and difficult even whilst young, quite honestly. What my daughter saw in him, I could not. Yet my Kore, as I called her, she would brighten around him.
Everybody on the mountain's going on about the Fates finally turning up. Father wouldn't even be in charge if not for them, so he must not have liked the thought that they were gone.
But now the Fates have said the influence of gods shall wane to an extent. I can't imagine Lord Uncle Zeus and the rest are too pleased about that.
No, but as major prophecies are concerned, it's really not that bad. And besides, it sounds like this new age of theirs might not be for a while, so we'll worry about it then.
Our #1 fan. Are you familiar with the Enchantress Circe? She mentioned that she knew you in her youth, though I'm uncertain if you were on friendly terms.
The Enchantress Circe. No, that doesn't ring a bell. The only Circe I knew was the talentless, pathetic little runt of the litter of Helios himself. What has this other Circe got to say?
She gave me the impression you were always rather boisterous, even back then. Perhaps already practicing the kinds of songs you think shall bring you fame.
It's no secret I always knew what I wanted to be, lady. Always knew what I was meant to be. Circe and so many others. All they ever did was get in my way. Same as you.
Hello, Echo, my friend.
Hello, my friend, my friend, my friend.
I always thought these fields of mourning, they were just a place for falling deep into despair. But you really have been getting better here.
Getting better here, better here, better here.
Well, I know it's difficult to seek for aid, but if there's anything that I can do, I'm here for you, all right?
All right, I'm here for you. All right, I'm here for you.
Such a power.
Power, power, power.
As we've grown to know each other more, Echo, I wanted to get you something special if you're up for it. This is ambrosia, from the tallest peaks of Mount Olympus.
The tallest peaks of Mount Olympus. Peaks of Mount Olympus. The tallest peaks of...
Echo, did you just... You said something. You said I in your own words. I know I heard you say it.
Heard you say it. I know. I hear you, and I thank you. This ambrosia, it's doing this for me, I think, but I don't think that it will last for long. For long.
Then I shall get more. Echo, this is amazing. I knew ambrosia could be good, but not this good.
Not this good. Not this... This is hard for me to explain, but I don't need any. Don't need any. Don't need any.
Echo, what happened? The ambrosia. You don't need any more for now. It was too much.
It was too much. Too much. Too much.
All right, I'll return.
The fire-breathing guardian of hell has had his fill of brisk activity for the time being.
Everything proceeds as planned. Our daughter.
Greetings.
Do you have opportunity to speak with the Witch of the Crossroads? With Hecate, now and again?
Given her charge, we're not really supposed to be seen sipping ambrosia together at this point. Though the same is true of you. We do hear about her, but respect her privacy.
Oh, I see. Well, anyhow, I think that it would mean a lot to her to hear from you every so often, if you don't mind. She fought so hard for your return. Harder than anyone.
Well, I think we can find a way to get the occasional message through the veil, right, Hades? Hecate shall always have our gratitude. She saved our little daughter, after all.
We meet again, my girl.
I thought all the chthonic gods opposed you openly. But you persuaded Eris, of all creatures, to your side. A laughable alliance, though not bad for sowing more destruction and dissent.
I'm owed credit for a great many things, my girl. But not for any such alliances with strife. What use have I for Nyx's youngest whelp? Although perhaps she is no fool, if she has rallied to my banners, as you say. This matters not. My plans are already well underway. May time flow freely forward. Once more, you bested me.
For Cerberus. In we go.
Thus, having satisfied her heart's desire, the princess felt such jubilation that she burst into a mirthful dance. And so infectious was this celebration that her friends as well as foes all soon joined in.
Return to Shadow now. That's more like it.
My greetings. The Oath of the Unseen is somewhere here. Isn't that so, Princess? The aura that it emanates, I haven't felt it since before all this. I thought the Oath was lost with Mother Nyx, but it was in the care of Lady Hecate.
It's in my own care now. The will of Night shall be done, no matter what. Isn't that so? You're here among the unseen. You know our charge.
The Oath is clearly in good hands.
Good hunting. It's swarming season for the hellyfish in Oceanus, as you may have seen. Should you run into them, advice is not to bother much with smaller ones, but get the biggest one.
I'd rather not bother with any of them and all their stinging. How long do swarming seasons typically go on?
Well, a season is a bit of a misnomer, as the current season started back when I was just a lad. But the good news is you get accustomed to the stinging after a while.
Wonderful.
Wait, what? She did? But how in the... Okay, she's here. Shut up.
Am I officially Knight's champion?
For your extraordinary feat, the most extraordinary gift of all.
Huh. I'm deeply honored, Commander, to be in service to the realm and to have earned such provocative sculptures. I thought art was about the expression of beauty. I never realized that it could inspire so many complicated emotions.
I got a lot of complicated emotions just thinking about what it took to get those things in here without you noticing. But anyway, congrats. We'd have a feast in your honor or something, but nobody's supposed to know about this stuff. So it's gonna have to be our secret and all that.
So does this mean I truly am Knight's champion? And eternal glory is mine?
You better believe it.
Okay. Past, present, future.
The gifts of the veil.
Still at it? Singing? Ugh. The goddess of the hunt apparently is looking for her brother's job. Surprised you're not still over there yourself. Something else you could be practicing?
It may seem frivolous, though we don't sing merely for lack of things to do here, Nemesis. It has a cleansing quality.
Oh, right. Artemis told me all about what you mean when you talk about cleansing. At least I'm just about out of earshot over here.
We'll have to sing louder for you.
The goddess of the hunt decided that the best use of her talents presently is to regale us with song. As you can hear, I managed to resist my inclination to forbid any such thing.
I'm grateful that you did. I know Artemis sings to clear her mind and calm her nerves, but I think all the shades about this place appreciate it too.
It is not how I myself prefer to face adversity, though I am open to whichever techniques work.
Our bond is finally true.
Got it all charged up.
Xynth, reveal your secrets.
Let's see.
There's more to this aspect.
Yeah, making it happen.
The raw destructive power of Shiva. Xynth. My form. Let's see what happens.